Hello everyone, and welcome back to the last couple days inside Disneyland with me back during my trip in May 2023. I'm just finally getting around to editing the rest of this footage, and I'm really excited to share my last couple days with you. Now, I will let you guys know all of these clips and videos, they were all filmed on my iPhone because at this point, my camera memory cards were completely filled up with Disneyland vlogs. So you're gonna kind of see that this footage doesn't really connect. Like the days kind of just like, I don't have a proper introduction or end to each of the days and things like that, but I still wanted to post this content just to feel complete and also just for my own memory. So if you'd like to join me, feel free to grab a delicious cup of tea or your choice of beverage and let's get started. So after meeting Minnie Mouse, I headed over to Blue Bayou for lunch. So I started this day off quite late in the day. I think my lunch reservation was around noon or 11, something like that. So I went over to Blue Bayou, which is one of my favorite restaurants besides Carnation Cafe and Carthay Circle. It's such an amazing experience, and I was able to get a last-minute reservation, which I was so excited about. They do have an allergy-friendly menu, which I ordered from, and it was just the atmosphere was so cool. It always feels like you're suddenly, transported into night, and it is so cool. I also ordered some tea to finish off my meal, and it was so cool because they brought me like a bunch of selections of tea to choose from. I ultimately decided to actually have some Earl Grey because I ordered an allergy-friendly dessert for myself. This looked so good. It's basically like a creme brulee, but like a vegan, gluten-free version of it. It was so good. So virtual cheers from me over from Blue Bayou over to you. After finishing my lunch, I headed on over to Fantasyland. I saw these adorable Tinkerbell ears inside the Mad Hatter's hat shop. I also, on the Tinkerbell note, had to go on the Disneyland Play app and unlock Tinkerbell. She is so cute. Have you guys done this before? Please let me know down below. There's 2 different areas you can do this on the Peter Pan ride, and it is just so magical. It's such a cute little detail. After that, I headed on over to the Dumbo ride. Surprisingly, actually, there wasn't a long wait time, and I hadn't gone on it yet on this trip, I believe. So I was excited to go on it. You just get a pretty view of Fantasyland, and it just brings out your inner kid. It's super fun and super, super cute. After riding Dumbo, I had some more fun in Fantasyland, and then I headed back on over to see my dog, Alice. We headed back to the hotel together, and basically I spent the rest of the afternoon and evening hanging out with her. I love her so much, and it's fun to do things with her. I believe this day we also went to a beach. I just didn't take any footage, but we had a lot of fun together. And then we're gonna head over to the next day. So this is a new day in Disneyland. I believe it's around May 15th, and here I decided I wanted to go to Tom Sawyer's Island. They have the pirate themes and all of that. It is so cool. So you take a little boat. For some reason I didn't film that part, but it's all pirate themed. The caves are really cool to explore. So here's all some footage from it basically. I had so much fun exploring here. So cool.
Suppose you could do better. Got my eye on you, I does. Yeah, that's frightening. That's just grotesque. Yarr! This cursed treasure be? Find yourself in chains, you would. Serve 'em right. You come seeking treasure, have you, matey? Well, have a share of mine. And share the curse as well.
This is such a fun little escape island to head over to when you're in Disneyland. I think it's especially fun for children because there's so many things to explore and touch, feel, and there's lots of little hidden details to spot. Makes it really fun and really magical in its own unique way. There is always so much walking when I go to Disneyland, and I love it. I get so many steps in by the end of the day. It's such a great like little workout without even realizing it's a workout because you're just so distracted by all the magic. But usually by the end of the day, my feet are hurting. So sometimes I bring like a change of shoes or something just to help with that. But it was totally worth it exploring this little island and all the little different nooks and crannies that you can see. At one point, you'll see it just in a little bit. There's this place with like all this like gold and stuff. Like I feel like it's almost like a scavenger hunt too, where you can just like find different things. You find this big pot of gold and all like this is like a bit of like a pirate ship, a little lookout area. You can see all the things going on. It was just so fun. You can probably hear my dog Dinah here barking in the background. She was not in Disneyland, but she's right beside me as I'm doing this voiceover. I think she hears all the background sounds and she's wondering where that is coming from.
The echo of the storm that took this ship.
The island is not open the entire day. I'm trying to remember what time it closes at. I feel like it's around 4 or 5. I might be wrong, so double check on the Disneyland app or their website just for confirmation. So you can't come here at night, but how cool would it be to explore here at night? I feel like it'd be like extra spooky and everything, but because they have like Phantasmic and all these different events that happen on the water, that's probably one of the reasons why they close it down to get set up for that. Here's another look at the different things you can spot on the island, which was really cool. Then I headed out of the island. I had passed by Haunted Mansion, which I love. I did stop by, oh, what's it called? I'm blanking on the name of this restaurant, but I got a mint julep. I got some lunch. Then I headed over to Galaxy's Edge and I wanted to do some bounty hunting. So if you haven't done this, it is so much fun. You basically just need your magic band and the special app for it. And you just get, it's like the play app. And you just get to have fun, like catching some bounty. I did this so many times. And I'll just kind of share with you a little bit of the experience.
Back so soon with your second bounty. Nice job. But can you find more?
Your magic band serves as your guide, so it'll help you kind of go all over Galaxy's Edge tracking and hunting for your bounty. It'll be green, it'll go red if you're going the wrong way, and it'll turn purpley, kind of pink when you're really close until you find the correct area to tap your magic band.
3 bounties. Not bad for an off-worlder. It's tough finding your way around this planet, but you seem to do just fine. Here are your credits.
There you go.
Well. Either we have a budding bounty hunter on our hands, or you got lucky. Only time will tell. For now, here are your credits.
This is such a fun activity to do. You also get to meet other people who are bounty hunting. It's a great activity too if your loved ones or your friends are going on a ride and you're not going on that ride. It's a great way to spend some time while they're, in line waiting to go on the ride, going on the ride, things like that. And it was just so much fun. I also love on the Play app, it'll kind of show you where you're at. So I got Skilled Hunter, so I was very excited about this and I can't wait to go back and do this again. I also think it's so cool that you can use your cell phone in cooperation with the Magic Band to like really interact in the experience. So you'll hold your phone up to the doorway and that's where you'll be able to spot the person you're catching, which is really cool. Now we're gonna fast forward. I went back, spent a lot of time with Alice, and now we're back at Disneyland at night. I had to go on to Haunted Mansion, of course.
Dumbo, please. We will continue our tour momentarily.
After riding on Haunted Mansion. I went on a couple other rides, and then I sat on this little bench that's really close by to the Pandora's store and just took in the magic. The park was closing, and there's just something so cool just to see New Orleans empty, like hardly anyone around, and just sit there, take in the magic, the atmosphere. It is so cool. Today, it is a new day. It's May 16th, 2023, and I decided to go on to Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. This is always a must for me to go on during my trips to Disneyland. It's wonderful, and it's such a classic that Walt has done, so it's really great. They actually had a new exhibit going on before the show. It's like a pre-show. I love that Disney included this, and I hope they keep it around. This was my last full day, I believe. Yeah, last full day in Disneyland. So I wanted to make the most of it. So here's a couple of different clips from the pre-show. You can't actually film the actual show itself.
With Mr. Lincoln, we'd like to tell you the story of an unlikely friendship that transformed America forever.
Slavery and the lash and sting of public neglect and scorn, that my back is marked with the one and my soul is fettered with the other.
These two giants would find common ground and change
After
the
this
course.
show, I headed over to my favorite restaurant. You guys probably know it, Carnation Cafe, for a delicious lunch. And during the lunch, I actually got to watch the parade. I had an amazing seat, and it was so fun. I didn't plan this at all. It just happened. I wasn't thinking that the parade would be going at that time, so it was such a delight to see little Mickey Mouse here. After enjoying a delicious lunch and a magical parade, I headed on over to see the lowering of the American flag. I've always wanted to see this. I've heard about it, but I've never had a chance to go. I'm usually on rides or doing something else. So it was special to be able to go over here and see this. So here's some clips from that experience.
And now, it's our pleasure to welcome the Dapper Gangs of Disneyland as they join us in a tribute to our grand old flag. Please rise and join us in the singing of our national anthem.
After this, I headed out of Disneyland. I went to go see my dog Alice. We headed back to the hotel and we had a ton of fun. I took her on a really nice long walk. We played around together, rested a bit. And much later, I went back for my last night in Disneyland. I decided to go on Runaway Railway and tried to squeeze in a couple other Disneyland rides. And it honestly was just such a magical trip. I really didn't take a lot of footage of my last night. I was just savoring the moment. You can spot I did go on Alice in Wonderland, of course. And I took some photos, last minute photos in front of the castle as the park was closing. Now here I am at LAX. At the airport with my dog Alice. We're at the pet relief area, and basically we are on our way back home, but we will be getting back to Disneyland. I was back in Disneyland June 2023 to meet up with some incredible friends. I'm very excited to edit that vlog next. I also have Halloween Oogie Boogie Bash footage from October to edit, which I'll probably save to post until October so you guys enjoy it during Halloween time. But anyway, that is it for the Disneyland adventures in May. I hope you enjoyed seeing these different vlogs. I apologize that the last video didn't have as much proper vloggy style stuff, but hopefully you still enjoyed it. I'm wishing you all a wonderful, magical rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye for now.